Hi friends, welcome to my channel. I'm AmandaMuse, and today we are going to be talking about running, some hacks and accessories to get you from 0 to 5K. A big thanks to Aveeno Canada for teaming up with me today and sponsoring this video. Skincare plays a huge role in running, in part because of all the sweating, and then add in exposure to the elements. But we're gonna get into that in a little bit. So in this video, expect to talk about running motivation, where to begin if you're new to running like me, some of my favorite accessories for running success, and safety hacks being a solo female runner. Let's talk about the outfit. I'm a big fan of outfits. I am inspired by what I'm wearing. I'm just one of those people. So I've worn a lot of different things as I've run, and I've learned a few things. One, with shorts. You definitely want them to be long enough that your thighs are not rubbing together. Trust me on that one. The other thing to consider is that if you're a person who's going to be wearing a sports bra, be mindful of how long it is. These days I find sports bras and crop tops are somewhat interchangeable, and I like mine really tight and compression-like. However, if you're running and trying to take deep breaths, a longer compression style crop is not going to work for you. For shoes, you want them to be of a nice lightweight type of material and great cushion. I find that's the most important part. I haven't quite ironed out what my favorite running shoes are. I've got 3 pairs that I rotate through when I'm doing my workouts versus my running. So I'll come back to you on that, but for sure, cushion and lightweight. And of course, as the weather is changing, to have a little bit of layers so I could potentially take off the top layer if I get too hot while I'm running. Skincare, I always wear an SPF. I wear one every single day, but definitely while I'm running, because you may not even notice the sun beating down on you. And let me tell you folks, the sun is coming through even on a cloudy day. So do not forget your SPF. These days, I'm reaching for the Aveeno Absolutely Ageless Daily Moisturizer in SPF 30. The entire collection is gorgeous. It combines a blackberry complex and dill extract to help improve the appearance of fine lines, wrinkles, and other signs of aging. Also known, living your best life, smiling to the max, having wonderful life experiences, but your girl enjoys a little anti-aging, I'm not a big fan of running or working out with hats on. I'm just a really sweaty person. So SPF, sunglasses if I need it, and go. I always wear my smartwatch simply because I'm that kind of person that likes to cross stuff off the list, and I love tracking my fitness. I love to see what my pace is at. I love to see how far I've run, how long I've run for. Really, at this point in the game, being quite new to running, I'm most interested in the distance that I run. Oftentimes, before I start running, I'll take a pre-workout. Not necessary, but I find it just gives me this extra little boost as I'm going. I also use pre-workout when I'm normally working out. It's just a thing I enjoy. For my hydration, I like to use BCAAs, branch chain amino acids. This kind of stuff is a little extra. These are not necessary. I, for one, really like the taste, and it does help your muscles work more efficiently. And for someone who is working out more actively, it's just this added feature I like to include with my workouts. I always run with my dog. That's part of my safety element of being a female solo runner. I love it because one, she loves to run. My dog Honey is a Saluki Shepherd. She was rescued from Bahrain, and the type of dog that she is, part Saluki, is just that girl can run. So I'm telling you, when we go out, it's like she's basically just trotting along like, come on lady, keep up.
The nice thing with running is you're not in competition with anyone. You're basically just trying to see what your body can do. Is running fun? No, it's incredibly challenging and incredibly hard, but that's the fun of it, is when you actually place a challenge before yourself and conquer it. It feels gold. I find that the trick for me was to just start. I started my watch. I just planned to go around the block. And I was like, you're gonna run until you need to catch your breath. Another important part for me was to create realistic goals. So once I started to get past just around the block, I surprised myself and ran my first 3K within a few weeks' time. And then I thought, well, if I can run 3K and run that quite consistently, I bet you I could run a 5. And eventually I just kept increasing the length of my runs and eventually got to a 5K. And a few key safety factors I take into account and just always am paying attention to as a solo female runner is, one, I try to run with my dog. This girl is a great runner. She also acts as a bit of a deterrent. right? We gotta be realistic here. I run with one instead of two, so I can always hear my surroundings. I mean, you could always run without, but I need some tunes to keep me going. I also always have a whistle on me, and I wear it around my neck, and it's a safety detachable one, so it can't be used against me type of thing, but a whistle is always handy. And the other thing is I tend to stay in areas that I know I'm comfortable in and that are safe, and I'm always telling someone when I'm going for a run and when to expect me back.
Once I'm back home from my run, a couple things take place, but the first thing is all the feelings of pride, accomplishment, the endorphins are pumping through my body. I'm full on cherry tomato head. It's fabulous. And what I like to do, of course, is bring my heart rate down, bring my breathing back to normal, hydrate. And then more often than not, I'll then make myself a protein smoothie post-run. Don't forget to stretch. I feel like that's where I was making mistakes at the beginning. I wasn't stretching as fully as I should be, and I was feeling a lot of discomfort for several days following my runs, where now I still feel discomfort because that's just part of running. It can be hard on your body to run, but not hard in a bad way if you're taking steps to help your body. Running is amazing because all you need are some shoes and an outdoor trail, but if you do happen to have access to a treadmill, I feel like it takes your running up a notch simply because you're not limited to certain times of the day to run. I tend to enjoy running outdoors in the day, not a big fan of nighttime running. To be quite honest, I just don't find it that safe for me, and because I have the option, I choose not to do it. If you can make it work and you feel safe, all the power to you. If I happen to be able to get an evening run in on the treadmill, then following the run, I'll do all the same things, hydrate, stretch, and then I'll actually jump into the shower and proceed to do my nighttime skincare routine. I'm currently using the Aveeno Absolutely Ageless Restorative Night Cream. It's super hydrating, and as you sleep is going to restore that moisture to your skin. And of course, like the SPF, it contains the blackberry complex and dill extract, and both of those things help reduce signs of aging. Listen, aging is beautiful. Aging is a gift, but I also like some fresh, dewy skin. And then I add in the Aveeno Absolutely Ageless Eye Cream. You get some dabs around the eyes, helps with all those beautiful smile lines, and honestly, it's just this beautiful sense of self-care. I love taking time to apply my skincare in the evening. I bring it down the neck. I just like the way it feels. I love to go to bed basically just dewy and moistured, and the lips are good and everything's moisturized from the top to the tail, I'm all about that life. If it's a daytime run, then after my smoothie, after my stretching, I like to jump in the shower. I don't always wash my hair. It depends on the day, depends on how long of a run and how sweaty I got, to be honest. And then following my shower, I will do my daytime skincare. So I'll be reapplying the Aveeno Absolutely Ageless Daily Moisturizer with SPF 30 because we never want to forget our SPF. But before that, I'll apply the serum. From the same line, the Aveeno Absolutely Ageless line, we have the Intensive Daily Renewal Serum, and that's just a lovely added benefit, so that will go underneath my SPF. Then I'm good to go. If I feel like applying makeup that day, I can just add it right on top of the SPF. And sometimes if I have a little extra time or I just feel like my skin needs a little more moisture, I will, pop an Aveeno oat mask onto my face at night. I particularly like the one with pomegranate because I feel like it just replenishes my skin's natural glow. And like I said, sometimes it's just SPF and a night cream. You make it work for your lifestyle. We're busy. We're wearing many hats. You just got to figure out what works for you and which products make the most sense for your day. Talking about the endorphins and the post-run happiness and just what you're feeling, and then when you start seeing your body change, it's all amazing, truthfully. The changes that I've seen in my body are not like, wow, look at this before and after, I suppose, to anyone else looking at the photos. But for me, I see the small things like the definition in my calves, the definition in my quads because my legs are just doing so much more work. The endurance that my heart has to be able to run for longer periods of time, it blows my mind. I was barely getting around the block, in July, and now I can run a 5K like no problem. And honestly, when I run a 3K, I hardly break a sweat. It's wild how your body starts to adapt to the challenges you place before it. And I think it's just such a wonderful thing in these strange times to have goals, to set goals that you don't know if you can actually accomplish and then blow them out of the water. And that's one of the main reasons I took up running, is I just felt like there was so much happening and so much swirling around me. I needed something to tether myself to. I needed a goal to put in place, and I'm really happy I did it. And I love it. And I would love to know, what are your experiences running? Let me know in the comments below. Have you always been a runner? Did you recently take it up? And I think it's worth saying that, depending on what our bodies allow us to do and the movement that they can have and are able to complete is going to obviously impact the type of fitness you can do. But I just think there is so much benefit from movement in all of its forms. And so when you find something you enjoy, you just gotta make time for it. A big thanks to Aveeno Canada for teaming up with me today and sponsoring this video. If you'd like to learn more or shop any of the products you saw in my video today, I'm gonna leave a link below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!